Hey guys, how's it going? What's up, Jason? I don't know if you got my message. I already sent. I sent your stuff out to you today, so it's on its way to you currently. I forgot. I meant to send you a picture of the tracking number. Oh shit! Where do you live again, Jason? Marco, what's going on, brother? Good evening. Sorry about the way I was holding the knife on the video earlier. I didn't. I'm still trying to get used to the way my fucking camera works, but I'm getting there. So who saw the? Did you guys see the debate? It was pretty fucked, actually. So yeah, I had to go to a graduation party or something tonight. Um, Ended up spending like 4 hours outside, so now I'm fucking exhausted. But at least it stopped raining. What's the matter, buddy? Hamlet's in the room. In case anybody, what are you doing? Please stop doing that, Hamlet. Hamlet, stop that. I'll get the dogs in here. Ha ha ha. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, thank you. Sorry, guys. Chris, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming. Yeah, Joe was ready for bed. All right. I don't. I don't. I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. I mean, it was kind of a shit show on both sides, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Hey, crazy, what's going on, brother? You didn't see the debates. You missed up. You missed a lot, brother. So yeah, I got the combat Troodon Hellhound Razor in the mail today. So excited about this guy with the apocalyptic camo frag pattern chassis. This thing is absolutely stunning. Absolutely love it. Such a cool knife. Um, I'm gonna be keeping this one forever, guys. So don't get too excited. I'm not selling it or anything, but I am selling my Combat Troodon that I already had. This is also a signature series, so anybody wants this, it's $450. I paid $7 for it. Anybody else here? Addicted Blade, thanks for coming, man. But yeah, if anybody wants a Combat Troodon, just let me know, and I will send you my PayPal, and you can buy it. Ginger Fisher, what's going on, brother? Your knife is on its way. I think you know that, though. Yeah. My name is Scott. My pronouns are thee, thy, and thou. And I identify as, what was it today? Meerkat, something or other. The knife sale's going okay. I haven't sold any in a while. But like I said, I do have the combat drone on for sale for $450. I've also got a whole bunch of other stuff for sale, guys. So I mean, I got Benchmades, I got CRKTs, CJRBs. I got a couple of Protects, some Damn Designs knives, some Civivis, some Cold Steels, some Spydercos, some Microtechs. Uh, I almost tried to sell my Microtech manual stitch. I'm an idiot. Definitely keeping that one. So yeah, what's up, Rainey? I just sent you a message on YouTube. Do you still have those Padres? If you do, please let me know because I'd like to see if you want to sell one of those. Ginger Fisher, yes, I do identify as a serial killer. My pronouns are slash her. That's awesome, dude. Hold on one second. You gonna make me? Are you gonna make me spray you with the bottle? Hmm. You keep being an asshole. I'm gonna spray you. Sorry, guys. He's being a dickhead tonight. I don't know why. Well, time is it? Oh shit. Yeah. He probably wants to eat. That's probably why he wants to. It's probably why he keeps making all that noise. But he's allowed, I guess. We probably should have fed him as soon as we got home from the party, but I didn't think about it. Um, where was I? So the debate. If anybody saw the debate, it was an absolute nightmare. Biden, as you probably know by now, all the memes and shit, he basically just kind of stuttered and stammered his way through the whole debate. I mean, I don't even want to call it a debate. It wasn't a debate at all. It was just two assholes yelling at each other for an hour and a half about their golf handicaps and shit show Shally. Absolutely. Their golf handicaps and, sleeping with sex workers. And these are not the men to run our country, unfortunately. So there's actually a few theories going around that the Democratic Party are like initiating a coup to try to like get Biden out of the office and try to get their own person in there that they want, to use to end the fucking world. So who knows? We'll see what happens. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time at least. Maybe I'll finally have a use for my pistola and some of these guys. And it's 8:30 Eastern. The debate was a total shit show. Yes, it was. I wholeheartedly agree. I really, I mean, I didn't expect much out of it. I guess. Uh, I kind of expected Biden to be, I expected them to get his meds right, and I figured he'd be okay for the first half or first 2/3 of the fucking debate, and then he would kind of fall off a little bit. But I mean, he got started right off the bat. He really did. It was bad. And he started, losing words and forgetting what he was going to say. I do that all the time, but um, I'm not trying to be the president of the United States. I'm not trying to stay the president of the United States. All this bullshit about everybody. Oh, he's as sharp as he's ever been, and he's dedicated and he's alert and on all that bullshit. They've been lying to us this whole time, and even especially the people who are going on and on about it. Well, he started slow, but he finished strong, and he showed good contrast between himself and Donald Trump. Well, yeah, of course he did. I mean, but not in a good way. Ginger Fisher, I've actually I've actually talked to doctors, and mom was a long-term senior nurse about mentally capable adults, and Biden would be in full car, full care. Yeah, basically. I mean, he's lower functioning than some of the residents that we have at the nursing home that I work at. For fuck's sake, uh, I just don't understand. I didn't understand for a while, why they didn't take him out of office, and I didn't know if it was because honestly, at this point, it's Obama's entire cabinet in there right now. So they're basically the ones running the country right now. And I was figuring maybe they wanted to just kind of stay under the radar and be subversive and all that shit. And then when the time came, they would do whatever they had to do to. I just I'm s- I'm frustrated. Miranda, I can't see your messages. I still got those two Padres. Kunwu is my favorite knives in the collection. I couldn't part with them. I'm sorry. No, that's okay, honey. I just figured I'd ask. I've been wanting to get one of those for a while. I've had the chance to buy them a few times. I just never have. Um, the stonewashed one is my user, and the satin when I'm leaving for my son when he's old enough. That's awesome. Saving. That's good. How old's your son? Ginger Fisher, damn phone, I'm embarrassed. Don't look at Euro News. What is Euro News saying? I mean, I can only imagine. Everybody's laughing at us right now, and justifiably so. Jason Beecher, watch. There will be a huge stimulus for 2 or 3 weeks before the election. I don't know. Oh wow, Jesus! I didn't realize you were so young. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, the Padre looks really cool. I've been wanting to take a look at one for a while. I just haven't had the opportunity yet, but I will. That's one of the knives on the list to buy pretty soon here. So as soon as I get that one on the channel, I'm excited to look that one over. Let's see here, and I was going back and forth about between the Padre and the Chad. Like the Chad is a nice knife. I kind of like how beefy the Padre is. I like that it's a little bit bigger and more substantial. Kind of looks like almost like a Midgard Metzer design to me. But uh, I'll take money, Ginger Fisher. I'll take money, buy guns and knives. Justin, my 7-year-old son has almost my whole collection now. Wow, good for him. Getting him into the hobby early. That's awesome, man. Mark Parks. I like the name. Turn a tongue twister into it. Turn it into a tongue twister. Jason Beecher. The Democrats are going to buy votes. My oldest son is 22. My youngest daughter is 6. That's a hell of a gap, man. Jesus. Um, I mean, I don't even think they have to buy voters at this point. Miranda, the debate was a joke. Biden is not well enough to be president. Trump all day, baby. Oh, calm down. I, I let's not be hasty. I don't. I was kind of looking at him until the debate, and then kind of he was a little. I understand that he was trying to. I don't know. I don't know if he was trying to be funny or he just he was a little bit overboard as well, in my opinion. But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. I don't like politics. I never have, but I got into it when I started saw all this shit really starting to happen in front of my eyes. Um, Ginger Fisher, just my daughter. Keep stealing mine and asking dumb questions like how many do I have? Yeah, mine do the same thing. Ginger Fisher, Trump looked like what the fuck the whole time. What, because of Biden? Yeah, he can. I mean, I I kind of laughed my ass off when Trump said, I don't I don't know what he just said. I don't think he knows what he just said. Okay, that was pretty good, but yeah, I just wanted him to be an adult about it, but he didn't. And that's, it is what it is. I keep kind of wanting to look at JFK, RFK, but he's got too many crazy, not crazy, but he's got too many views that I can't get behind. In my opinion, just my opinion. That's all. Ah. So yeah, I've been watching a lot, kind of commenters and people talking about how badly they both did. That Trump did great. That I've even heard people saying that Biden did great. Obviously, Democratic, you know, people aren't ready to let go yet. But I'm really not putting too much stock into that. They're all saying, "Oh, he's still just as sharp as ever," and blah blah blah. And then now these people are blatantly to our faces lying to us, and they know they are. It's frustrating. Yeah, get a popular legendary love titanium advantage for $300. Yeah, I love the chef's kiss, Maria. That's great. Rainy, sorry. Ginger Fisher, ASL lady just threw hands in the air when Biden spoke. I didn't even know there was one with an ASL on there. My wife would have liked to have seen that. She likes watching those people there. What do you mean those people? That's not what I meant. Anybody have any good news for the country? Paper Baron, what's up, brother? Just so everybody's aware, if anybody wants to buy a knife, I still have a bunch available. Just let me know if you're interested in anything, and I will let you know what I have and if I have it, and you can buy it. I am probably going to do another video tomorrow to sell some more knives. I don't know. We'll see. Rainy just got the Jack Wolf fixed and the Microtech Stitch Auto, and I'm loving them as combo. Get a beater and a slicer. Yeah, Jack Wolf is great. I think I saw this one actually in your video that you had the Jack Wolf's gunslinger in the blue titanium accents. I took the pocket clip off of it, and just because I'd rather not have a pocket clip if I don't have to have one. But yeah, this is a really cool little modern, kind of looks like a modern slip joint, but it's a manual knife, which is really what I wanted. So yeah, this is a really neat knife. I like this one a lot. And I have a manual stitch. I don't have a I don't have an automatic stitch. I've wanted a stitch for years. I wanted to get an automatic. I wanted to get a manual one. I didn't want to have the automatic. I don't know why. It's just because it's tough to close it with one hand, I'm assuming, which I don't really like closing my knives with two hands. So I've not really been interested in automatic knives a whole lot lately. Justin, Rainy, check out Magnafold. They're wood or plastic knives that fold and flick like real ones. Good little trainers. Oh yeah, I've seen those. They have those. I think they make them out of like poly or something like that too. But I could be wrong. I think oh, you know what? I think somebody had like a bunch of like poly uh rosies, which were really cool looking, but I'm sure they were expensive. Um, I'd buy a knife, but organ harvesting is illegal. Only in this country. Well, I mean, there's other countries too, but I don't think you would have a hard time finding a country in which that would be legal. Beaver Baron, thanks, an awesome little guy. Rainy, Justin, Ohio, seen the Rosie one. Have you? Okay. I got my son the Spider Delica. That's cool. Yeah, I've wanted to look at those just to see what they're like. But I never have. Which original Goat did the whole Microtech line? The plastic is awful. You mean like the MSI? Which one are you talking about? Ginger Fisher. Rainy, yeah, the version of the gunslinger. That's one of my favorites too. Yeah, I just really like the aesthetics, and I really like the way they did their titanium. I don't know if that's bead blasted or what, but it looks spectacular. Oh, I forgot to turn on my thingy here. That's fine. It's not a big deal. So I don't know, guys. I kind of wonder if we might be in a situation where we're actually the best case scenario is just making sure that we get a good vice president. Maybe. I don't know. Does anybody have any predictions or assumption of how the next few months are going to go? I'm trying to stay away from that, but I don't really much else to talk about at this point, so I just figured I'd ask. Hmm. Also tomorrow, I think I've got two or three more ideas for videos that I'd like to try to get this done this weekend, but I don't know. I don't know how tomorrow's going to go for me. It all depends. Gunslinger to my pocket, but don't care. With the milling, yeah, that diamond tech string is really cool looking, good grippy. But what's up, Pete? How's it going, brother? I just had somebody ask me if they could buy the 3.0, the Evo 3.0, and I told them I'd think about it. I'm just kidding, buddy. Have you seen the newest addition to the collection? The newest permanent addition to the collection. It is an addiction, though. I think it I think it qualifies as an addiction. Rainey, I think they're gonna swap Biden for Michelle Obama. I saw a picture of Joe Biden talking to Obama, and they had it captioned. He's like, "Hey, Barack, I wrote Michelle Obama for president 2024 on your or whatever on your ceiling," and then he kind of looked at him and irritated, and he's like, "I wrote it in glow in the dark paint or something like that." It's really funny. Do I still have the penguin? No, sir, Beaver Baron. I do not have the penguin any longer. I apologize. Somebody bought that one, I believe, and the sheepdog together, or maybe it was a man. I don't remember. Somebody bought it together with somebody. Somebody bought it together with something else. Hmm. The which one, Randy? They both are actually. Yeah. Were you asking about the one I just had? The the Hellhound Razor Combat Troodon, and but I also have this one for sale. This is a Combat Troodon full size 9-inch knife with a dual ground 4-inch blade. Let me see here. So this USA M390 version. So this is made pre M390. Good. And obviously a coated blade, very very sharp. It's only been through my foot once, and then after that I haven't really done used it for much of anything else. It's got a little bit of paint missing on the pocket clip here, but Clifford. Excuse me. Jason Beecher. Biden will go 2 years and 2 days, so Michelle is not eligible for two full terms. You think so? I don't know. I don't think he's going to get voted in. Yeah, thanks, Pete. I love this knife, man. I love the way they did the milling on this aluminum here, and I'm really excited about the fact that they used T8 screws. Harini, you just got the Gen 3 double-edged serrated one side. I love it. The Combat Troodon? Yeah, I think I saw one or two of those in your video, actually. Fook Doodle, what's up, brother? Fook Doodle. I always say that wrong. Fook Doozle. Fook Doozle. Fook Doozle. I still won't remember it. Justin, Fook Doozle. What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming, man. Uh, Rainey, you are quite the lanyard person. Good for you. There you go. Yes, I did actually. I was sitting in a chair, kind of with my legs folded underneath me, and this was back when I was on the Oxy. So I was just playing with the Kotro, and I was getting ready to stand up, and I put my elbow on the chair, and it kind of just hit my nerve just the right way, and it made my hand flinch a little bit, and it fell right out of my hand and down into like kind of that swell right where your heel is on the inside of my foot, and it went probably a good inch into my foot. It took like 3 months for it to heal. Oh, you got the heretic right now. Randy, you look like you would probably have some pretty small hands. Does the is it the full size Ultra Tech or is it an 85 or a 75? I'm just curious as to like I've never actually held an Ultra Tech in my hands, so I didn't know like kind of what size those normally are. Like they're a little big for you or they're perfect size. I got my wife the Dirac Delta, which the Dirac Delta is pretty much the same size. It is exactly the same size as the Combat Troodon. So mine was quite large, but my wife really liked it, so I got her the Dirac, also in the black and bronze, which she absolutely loved. Peter Kottmeyer. Yeah, dude, it was not good. It only took like an hour for the bleeding to stop though, so at least there's that. Alrighty, I love lanyards. I do on my own. I got tons of different beads and paracord colors. Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to ask, I'll have to have you make something for me. Um, you just use do you just use the paracord or do you also do other things like different like braiding different things into it or anything like that? Just curious. Yeah, Fookdoozle. It it pinched a little bit. Luckily it didn't get my tendon because that then I would have been totally fucked. And I mean this is that it was it's a pretty much it is completely factor edge. I haven't really done anything with this knife just because it's a little too aggressive to take out in public with me. And you take out a switchblade and here you go. People start to look at you like you have a dick growing out of your forehead. So, full size Ultra Tech, like bigger knives than most people do my size. Good for you. You're a good woman. Pete, I had a VBR blade while cleaning it land straight into my leg above the kneecap. Oh, like right where the tendon is. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully, it didn't cut anything serious. I doubt it would hit any serious vessels or anything. But yeah, I don't remember how many times I've actually stabbed myself, like intentionally, like you know, without it not being my fault. I've stabbed myself at least in my right leg. I've stabbed myself twice. Once in the calf, once in the foot. I know I've stabbed myself in the stomach at least 3 times. And Christ, I mean, if I tried to count the scars on my hands right now, I'd be here for a month, and then I'd probably have more by the time I was done. Who was? I saw a guy said it saw it posted on Instagram. He was cleaning his Evo 3.0, and he took the blade off and he went to put it back and he dropped it and it broke the fucking blade. But I don't even know if it was real. It might have just been somebody looking for. I never know what the fuck to believe anymore. I really don't. If somebody's complaining or crying, they're usually just never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. Pete. But that scar reminds me to work over the table and not lean back. Yeah, me too. Fructozole, pretty have my accidents with power tools. That gets dicey fast, man. I used to work in the operating room at a local hospital, and I was a I was a scrub nurse, but I was since I was a bigger dude and I could, hold heavy things for long periods of time. That's what she said. Um, they asked me to go into orthopedics, which I was fine with. So in orthopedics, the scrub nurse's job is to basically learn the surgery from start to finish, every single step, and to basically just be putting things into the surgeon's hands as he puts it out without him having to ask you for it. That's basically the main part of the job. So one day I was working with a surgeon who liked to move very, very quickly, and with the way a power tool in the operating room is, it's pretty much just the same thing. It's just all stainless steel that's been sterilized. So like if this is a drill, my hand is going to be right here, and here's the handle. So I'd have to hand it to the doctor like this, and the doctor grabbed it and hit the trigger, and it wrapped my glove around the drill while he was holding on to it. So it bent my thumb back to the point where it tore some tendons and stuff, but it didn't break my bone or anything. So yeah, that can get pretty fucking dicey in the operating room. So yeah, preferring to have your accidents with power tools, that's fucking ballsy, folks. Uh, Rainy. Just paracord right now, but I'm learning all kinds of different knots. I'll do a lanyard for you anytime, no charge. What color do you like? Do you like? Do I like titanium? Come on, you know the answer to that question. You knew it before you asked it. Fruit Doozle. I got yeah. Again, ouch. Yeah, it's my life's just one accident after another. My wife actually said they should just install a zipper that goes from like my head all the way down my side to my foot. She's like, just because they just fucking be able to open you up anytime and do whatever the fuck they want. Uh, Jason Beecher. My uncle cut his stomach with a grinder one time. I butterfly pinched him with a grinder. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? Thanks for showing. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it, honey. I'm currently listening to Jack and Diane, John Cougar Mellencamp. Jack and Diane. Has anybody actually listened to the words of that song? Uh, Jason Beecher. I like 11 or 12 inches. That's what she said. Uh, Everyone is a type. Yes, we are. I didn't used to be. I mean, I didn't even know that was a common use for titanium. I had no idea until I started this fucking horse shit. So, um, yeah, I never knew that titanium was like a big deal. And that Hamlet, what are you doing? What are you? Hi, what are you doing? What? Okay. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Huh? What's the matter, buddy? Hmm? Yeah. Then what? Then what? Okay. Yeah. I know. I love you too, buddy. Um, Jeffrey, I've seen the grinder thing too. The grinder, yeah. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Uh, Rainy, what colors do you like? I'm gonna make you something. Oh, okay. Hmm, that's a tough one. My favorite color is blue. But I also like white and red. Um, I don't know. Just anything fun and exciting. Uh, Raise a pig. Thank you, Pete. Jason Beecher, it's not cool. What's up, Jason? What did I say? Jake the Snake, what's up, man? Hey, everybody. Hello, everybody's doing well. Driving home with a window and unit air conditioner as I think out short shot at squad. Hours shot at squad. Okay. Okay. Bye, buddy. Love you too. I'll see you later. That sucks. Where do you live, Jake? I forget. Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake. I can't imagine being cut with a grinder would be pleasant in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I have been wrong in the past. I think it was 1997, maybe. Well, Jason, you would have been right. I'm not cool. But we can't all be. Thanks for making me a lanyard rating. I appreciate that, sweetie. That's awesome. You are such a cool chick. Hey, follow me on Instagram. I was wondering if you had any other pictures of your knives. I like to peruse people's knives collections. Just it's a thing. I know. No, I mean it's not a thing. It's a thing with me. I have a syndrome. um, what was I talking about? Titanium. I never gave a shit about titanium until I got into knives. And even that it took a while. I was just kind of happy with Civivis and CGRVs for a long time, like 6 8 months, and then I think I saw the Kubi Atlas. I don't own it anymore. A buddy of mine bought it off me, but the Kubi Atlas was the first titanium knife that I saw that I thought was really really beautiful. So I went ahead and bought it. Excuse me. Um, and it was a really nice knife, and it really kind of got me into titanium frame locks and stuff, which I kind of still prefer if I can get like a hinderer. I mean, I'd rather have micarta or G10 than titanium, just because these are heavy knives. They're big, beefy, heavy knives. Now, if it's something slimmer or something a little bit smaller, like for instance, this one that I actually just got from a buddy, he traded me for one of my knives. This guy, oh Christ, what is the name of this one? So it's a Pena knives, Pena X series, little light, full titanium knife with tiny little carbon fiber inserts there. Really cool blade. This is a really cool little titanium knife. So these kind of made this kind of knife kind of made me get into titanium a lot more. And then as I learned to appreciate titanium a little bit more, um, I kind of progressed into larger knives that I was interested in. EDC with a DBD, damn it. EDC with DBD. Thanks for coming, man. Marco, I think I already got you. For a second there, I got excited. I thought you were a dad bod veteran. That's fucking awesome. My wife likes his accent that he does. Uh, what it do, Fook? I like that. Uh, I think my only tie scales are a Tucson knives. There's nothing wrong with titanium. Is titanium, man. I mean, Tucsons are cool. I've never had the opportunity to really look at one, and I kind of graduated or progressed past that point rather quickly. So I didn't really see a lot of stuff in that like between $100 to $300 range. I didn't really see. I kind of went from like 100 to 300, just boom, one fluid motion. Unfortunately, I mean there was a few spider codes and stuff in between there, which were like 150 to $300, but yeah, I progressed really really quickly in this community, a lot faster than I probably should have. But I learned a lot and I enjoyed it. So I mean, whatever. Rainy, I got so many different blues. I'll do something cool for you. I don't do social media. This is my only account online. Amen. Amen, sister. I would not have YouTube or I'm sorry, I wouldn't have Instagram or Facebook if it wasn't for the channel. I just wouldn't. I don't like social media. I think it's one of the biggest parts of our society that's causing the decline that's been happening the last 10, 15 years. Uh, it kind of, I feel like it kind of started with participation trophies and just kind of rolled downhill from there, unfortunately. Good evening. Talk text doesn't understand hillbilly with a shit. I know. That's funny. Grady, I'll message you my email. You can send me your mailing address and I'll send you something cool to put on your gear. That's awesome, sweetie. Thank you very much. So I'm sorry, Rainey, I don't know if I don't know if I told you that the message I sent you earlier was a reply or response to your comment that you made on my video. That I didn't know if you went there to see the video or not. Fookdoozle, yeah, that's fine. My wife wishes I could have, or my wife wishes I would have stalled out in that range. We can't. I mean, we can't really afford to do this. I just kind of worked it out over 3 years' time, buying all this shit with Afterpay and Venmo and stuff like that. And then I could get like good deals on. Basically just started buying cheaper knives and lots and lots of those, progressively more progressively expensive, but very very quickly. And I just kind of just went all downhill from there, unfortunately. EDC with DBD. I never had Instagram till creating my review channel. I hate all social media and dread creating any others for my channel. EDC with DBD. I totally agree. I am horrible with the responding to my comments. Um, and even on messages on my phone on a daily basis. If it's not my wife or somebody very very close to me, I generally just look at it and then 5 minutes later I've forgotten it even existed. A lot of the people that are relatively close to me hate that about me, like especially my mother. But I mean, it is what it is. I grew up complete not I wasn't isolated, but I was completely isolated from anybody that I loved, my family, because my mother was always working, my sister was always doing her own thing. She's 5 years older than I am. So I had to make my own friends and do my own thing, and I learned to do that very quickly and very easily. I don't know why, but I did. But now that's just what it is. But I have gotten much more into social media ever since I started this channel for sure, just because I want to interact with you guys and grow the channel and all that other bullshit. The goal is just kind of interact with people. I really don't care if I make it to 10,000, 100,000 subscribers. That's not a thing for me. I don't concern myself with that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you can make money." Well, yeah, you got to get to like 100,000 subscribers to be able to make money, and I don't think I'm ever going to get that far. So I'm not I'm not putting I'm not putting that in my head. Hamlet, please stop doing that. Um, okay, wow. Chat started moving faster. Sorry. Is social media what's wrong with me? I didn't know there was anything wrong with you, Jason. But I guess good insight. I don't think there's anything wrong with you, Jason. Rainy, yep, I had to get off Facebook and Instagram. Too many negative vibes and fake vibes. You are absolutely right. I mean, negativity is basically what the world thrives on nowadays. It's out of control, completely out of control. And the fake vibes is just as bad. Uh, I love the EDC pics on Instagram. Those I can understand why us gearheads have one. Yeah, yeah, especially in the EDC community. I never knew how many photographers there were in the EDC community. It's pretty crazy. Um, Miranda, people create some art with their EDC on there. It's crazy cool to see. Bookdoozle. I hate social media. I only create on Instagram account to enter giveaways. I don't blame you. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Jake the Snake. Elton John is a phenom on the piano, but sucks on the organ. That. All right, Jake. That was good. That was really, really good. I'm stealing that, by the way. Oh, that's great. EDC. Luke, if someone on YouTube mentioned on Instagram giveaway, I just missed out on it. I refused to create one and now use it several times per day. Yeah, I was the same way. I didn't have an Instagram account. I think I started mine in 2015. I think I started mine in 2015. So like 9 years ago. And I had it for a couple of years and then I got rid of it. It was just, I'm like, I don't want this shit. And then I got Instagram. Uh, and initially, I think I got Instagram in 2019, maybe. And that was basically just to look at tits. I mean, I'll be honest. And also, I enjoy, what's the best way to put this? All right, I think she's sleeping. I enjoy a fuller figured woman. Always have. So there's a lot of the young ladies on Instagram showing themselves off that have a fuller figure, and I appreciate that. Now that you all know that all of that about me, um, that was why I was on Instagram initially. Then I got into the EZC stuff. I started doing all this shit. I got really into the EDC stuff and all that, and I kind of went on with that into Instagram as well. And that went on for a couple of years, and then over the last year or two, I've just kind of gotten to the point where I just I'm awake now. I'm off the drugs. I'm awake. I'm conscious. I'm aware of what's going on around me, and I'm like, God damn it! I need to stop being such a piece of shit. So I stopped all the my wife calls them insta hoes. So I deleted all those all those accounts, which isn't easy because you have to go through and do it individually if you want to keep all your other contacts. So that kind of fucking sucked, but I did it and it was worth it. Uh, but yeah, Instagram is just a cesspool. Facebook is even worse. TikTok, don't even get me started on TikTok. Yeah, my friend at work is, why did you just get a TikTok account? I'm like, go fuck yourself. Rainy. Yeah, I agree. I'm into photography. I do my own EDC pics. I'm going to post more. I've got a couple on this YouTube account on my community section. Oh, okay. I didn't go to the community section. I'm gonna have to do that because I just saw your like the first post that was on the initial whatever thing that's selected, and then I kind of went to shorts, and that was just the same. That was just the same one. So I didn't go to the community section. I'll go take a look at those. Fookdoozle. Who froze who where? What did I miss? Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, he did. I was trying to compose myself for a second because I was gonna piss myself. Yeah, that was a fantastic joke, Jake. That was a fantastic joke, Jake. Did I say Jake joke? I don't know. Rainy. Into landscape photography. I already read that one. Or no, I didn't. Okay. We said landscape photography, so EDC and landscape photography just go together. Well, yes, they do. I follow a few people. Who's the one? I don't know. Metal Complex talks about him all the time. Sierra Bound, um, gentleman who obviously is doing very well for himself. He can afford some pretty rare stuff, and he's always posting stuff. He's got this beautiful garden background. I don't know if it's his house or where he works or where the hell it is, but it's gorgeous. Um, they need loving too. They certainly do. I don't have a problem with that. Yep, landscapes in nature. Yep, I'm all I. I've been wanting to do some stuff out here. I just haven't had the time. Between making content on the weekends and working, I always intend to go out in my backyard or my side yard or whatever, and just take pictures because it's just green fucking everywhere where I live. It's all basically it's just farms and fields where I live. There's a few houses scattered throughout here and there, but that's kind of what it looks like out where I live. I was just talking to my buddy yesterday because we lost a cat. Um, I don't like cats. I don't know if you guys know that. I can't stand cats. I can't. But my wife has a cat. I'm sorry, my daughter had a cat. She got out of the house. She got herself knocked up. She had three babies. Two of them didn't make it. The only one that did make it, I'm sorry, three babies. Two made it. One didn't make it. And my wife decided she wanted to keep one of them. So we talked about it, and I didn't want another cat. And like I said, we talked about it, and we ended up keeping a cat. So this little fucker, I guess, like imprinted on me when he was a kitten. So I became his person. So every day when I get home from work, if I'm just sitting around the house during the weekend or whatever, I'm surprised he's not here right now. He just kind of just walks around me, rubbing himself, and I fell in love with him. We bonded. But the night before last, I went outside to take the boys out, the dogs and the pig, to go to the bathroom, and apparently he snuck out at some point. And we went back inside. We went to bed, went to work, came back home, went to bring the dogs back out, and we're playing with the dogs. And we're like, "Why hasn't Nugget come out yet?" And we realized he wasn't in the house. So I drove everywhere. Family looked up and down everywhere. It was awful. But we did find him. He was hiding on the side of the house underneath a bush. He was just too scared to come back out when we were calling him. So yeah, another thing you guys didn't ask me about. So there you go. You're welcome. King Snake, happy to share. Jason Beecher. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jason. Thanks for coming, brother. Wow, I've been on here almost an hour. EDC, DBD. Hey, all. Hope your evening is fantastic. I'm going to bounce over to all G-Ball for a good time to see y'all. Thanks, buddy, for coming. I appreciate that. Later, DBD. Rainy. Barbarian Brawny told me I could post pics in the community section on here, so I'm going to start posting pics there. Barbarian Brawny. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't remember that name at all. Barbarian. BRA. All right, I'm gonna look him up. Is there any particular way that you're gonna differentiate between your stuff and his stuff? Lacey, what's up, sweetheart? Thanks for coming. How the fuck are you? Lacey, Lacey. Lacey is actually a fantastic knife sharpener and EDC fanatic as well. You guys might have some few things in common. Raccoon Tactical, thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate you showing. We were just talking about what was the last thing we were talking about? We were talking about titanium or lanyards? I don't remember. I don't know. I'm good, Lacey. Thank you, sweetheart. Um, how's your son doing? I think the last time I was talking to you, you said he had some issues. How's your night been, Raccoon? Oh, Lacey, have you seen How the fuck is that possible? All right, guys, I lost the knife. It's gone forever. What the fuck did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I started freaking out. All right, yeah. The Combat Troodon Hellhound Razor in apocalyptic camo signature series, frag milled aluminum, T8 screws, big ass glass breaker. Such a beautiful knife. Such a beautiful knife. And I've got the Stitch. What is this one called? Because that's going to bug me. Thanks, Lacey. I can't get over you have a pet pig. Fucking legit. My husband and I call it our family the Hamley because our dog Ham. I knew I like. I wanted to name him Piggy Smalls so bad. Either that or Notorious Pig, but I figured that was a little wordy. But the kids wouldn't let me. They said no, it has to be Hamlet. Yeah, I love having a pig. He's so awesome. Yeah, thanks, Lacey. I really love this knife. I found this on Rec, and I didn't have the money, so I just sat there staring at it and staring at it. Um, and it just stayed there until I mean, I had the money one day, and I'm like, "Is it still there?" And I went and I looked, and it was still there. I'm like, "Oh my god!" So thanks to the guys at River's Edge Cutlery, they hooked me up like a fat pimp in a New Orleans whorehouse. They certainly did. I love it. This is great. Oh, I am thirsty. You never knew that, Lacey? I thought you knew that. I actually got lucky. So this was, I mean, with tax, it was close to 800. Um, and I didn't like, I've been buying knives from Rec for a long time, and I didn't know how to really use the points that you get when you buy stuff from them. So I just kind of ignored it. I didn't figure I spent that much money there anyway. Uh, but then I called them and I'm like, hey, I want to buy this knife, but it's a little expensive. There, I was like, what do those points add up to? And they were like, well, they looked, like, well, you have like 20, like almost 3,000 points. I said, okay, what does that work out to? And he's like, well, it's about $300 off, and or $200 off, I think. Um, but yeah, that so I got like $150 off the knife. So that helped a lot when I bought it. I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but I have all these little like whenever I do a giveaway, I always send a few things. I try to throw a coin in there if I have any. And I also throws like if I have a sticker, I'll throw that in there. But I also have these little pigs. They're just little resin pigs that they're just little tiny pigs and they glow in the dark. But they're super fucking cute. So if anybody ever wants any of these, just let me know, or pig stickers or anything like that. I'll start a merchandise store. I will start a merch store eventually, but I don't have enough ideas right now to really do that. I don't think that would be very advantageous for me to do that at this point in my career. But excuse me, you told me a long time ago. It's too cute. Okay, I thought I did. I love the point system way better than coupon cold haunting. Yeah, it certainly is. And it's a pretty good way to I mean, it really does drive more business to the or more people to the business. People recommending, especially Rec. I mean, Rec is one of the most widely recognized knife retailers in the community, and I think that's mostly because of their customer service, the quality of their selection. And just the overall stuff that they carry all kinds of different. I mean, they carry camping gear, hunting gear. Basically, if you're looking for it and it has to do with the outdoors, you can find it at River's Edge Cutlery. Brought to you by River's Edge Cutlery. I'm just kidding. They're not one of my sponsors. I really like them. Fructozole, the little glow in the dark pigs are pretty cool. Yes, they are. Did I send you those? Did you win a giveaway, buddy? I can't remember. I I have the memory of a head of lettuce. Honestly, I don't remember names very well. But I try. I do my best. Give a little bit. Yeah, exactly. I had a lot of money in DLT points built up over 2 years. I had enough to get a K390 Andela Warney and Delica Warney. K390 spent $13. Holy shit! Wow, that's impressive. You're like one of them coupon cutters. Well, you don't even have to be. I didn't know DLT did that. I don't buy a lot from DLT though. Got the anteater you were gonna. Oh, right, 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 right. Okay. You said you got that working, didn't you? I think you did. Jesus, I got to be careful with this thing. So I got to look up the name of this fucking knife because I can't remember it and it's bugging the shit out of me. Yeah, Pete. I try to be honest when I can. It certainly does, sweetheart. Pena knives. The Alacran, 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 the Pena knives Alacran. I'm not sure exactly how to say that, but it's got these little inserts in it, little carbon fiber inserts. Very, very nice, very pretty knife. Very thin blade stock, very thin grind. It is a flat grind, but there's absolutely nothing protecting your finger here when you drop that blade, and it just drops straight down. So I've already got, I don't know if you can see them, but no, I'm not gonna be able to show you. But I got four little cuts right here on my thumb just from that blade just popping down and bouncing on top of my knuckle. It sucked. Uh, DLT point system is really good. Good. Rainy, I would love some stickers of your logo. Buy them. Your pig with the PM2 is sick. You don't have to buy anything. They're so cheap, Rainy. Honestly, it's not a big deal. I will send some out to you as soon as I get some. I don't have any yet. I had some, but I gave them all away. Mm, Big stickers. Okay, I won't be able to read that. So, your logo is what drew me to click on one of your videos. PM2 is one of my favorite videos of all time. Is that started my Yeah, the PM2 is definitely a gateway knife for sure. I mean, as Metal Complex always says, like this is the knife community. You walk through the gate, somebody's like, "Hey, here's a PM2. Take a look." Um, and that's basically not that far off what actually happens. Uh, but I don't know if everybody knows my oldest daughter. She does graphic design and stuff, and she was kind of playing around with her new Apple iPad, and she had this system that she wanted to work with. So that she just used that to make the logo. She's drew that PM2 freehand. Um, so I think she did a pretty good job. It's not exactly perfect, but it's pretty close. I like it. I like it a lot. I actually want to get like a hat and a t-shirt made with the logo on it, um, which I was planning on doing a few months ago because we were hoping to do a Blade show, but ended up not being able to make it. That's fine. Hold on one second. Is everything okay? Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. See if I can do this without killing myself. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what that noise was. I thought I heard something, but I had the headphones on, so it was just my dog barking. I'm an idiot. Fructozole. You were able to manage to get it perfect aside from partially stripped screws. Yeah, thanks for throwing that little dig in there. Appreciate that. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm glad my logo could fuel your knife addiction. My second golden design caliber today. I like golden design like a lot. Um, I've wanted to take a look at one of their knives for a while. I'm gonna have to start looking. Do you have any picks up there, Pete? Because I will definitely look at those. Golden design is got my attention for sure. EDC and Lace. Okay, ladies and gents, back to work. You have a lovely night and weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for coming, Lacey. I appreciate it. Just have a great night, EDC and Lace. I was kind of hoping. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Thanks, Pete. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm lost here, guys. All right. Sorry, guys. So let me see if I can actually look that up because I'm interested to see if I recognize that guy on the designs caliber. Okay. Yep. 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 Hmm. Yeah, this is one I've really wanted to take a look at for a long time. Let me see if I can. All right. There we go. So yeah, I've wanted to take a look at this guy for quite a while. And this one's a button lock. That I don't know if that's just the entire model is are button locks or if they have different like variants, if they have different like button locks and frame locks or whatever. But yeah, I remember seeing this guy. I think I remember something about the the way the tang is on the front of the handle there. It kind of makes like a square, and then you got a front flipper, or you got the top flipper and the front flipper. I think that's a really cool looking knife. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Let me see if I can maybe. Yeah, I like that view too. That's really cool. That Damascus blade is gorgeous. Ooh, that's cool. I'm glad it wasn't porn. Okay. Let me get out of there. Okay. Hi, I'm back. Uh, feet. I don't know why, but I looked in the bottom of the screen here and I just I thought it said I'll shoot you a feet. I'll shoot you feet pics sometime or on Instagram or something. D Stone, what's up, man? Is that the one that's the button frame lock? I remember that now. Okay, yes, that's why it sounds familiar. That's awesome, man. Yeah, shoot me some pics. I'd love to take a look at that. That's those are such cool knives. It really reminds me of kind of the milling they do on the gunslinger. This kind of diamond texture milling. It kind of reminds me of that, but theirs looks a little bit coarser than that. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but uh okay. All right. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Works fantastic. I'm jealous. You son of a bitch. You're a son of a bitch. The only thing I don't like about the Hellhound Razor is you can definitely feel the blade play on this guy, which I mean it's locked up solid, but there's enough movement that you can kind of feel it a little bit. But this is not something that I bought, to take to work with me every day and just fucking cut through cardboard. And I'm not going to do that with this knife. This is going to be a safe queen. So I now have two safe queens. I have the Tro Odon Hellhound Razor and the ever popular Evo 3.0 and polished DLC. And again, Rainy, this is probably why I like the Padre so much. I love this design. It's not just the knife. It's not just how expensive it is or how exclusive it is or whatever. It's not that. It's I just love. I mean, I do love those things about this knife, but at the core of it, at the base, I really just love the design of this knife, the way how aggressive the blade is. This is such a big belly on this blade, and it's so comfortable and it works so well. I know it wasn't made in America, but it is what it is. What up, Greg? Lacey just left, buddy. Unless she's still here, I don't know. What's the Vanderlip up to tonight? Yeah, I really so those are going to be my two save queens, the only knives that I don't use in my collection. Up until now, it's just been the Evo. But I got that Microtech in tonight or today, and I am in fucking love with it. The Evo, ask Pete. If I ever sell that knife, it will be to Pete because he sold it to me. I think, despite his best judgment, but I benefited, so that's fine. You know, I'm pretty sure he broke even on that deal, so I don't. I mean, he might have made a buck or two, but it is what it is. But I doubt it. Lacey, you can't say shit like that to me, honey. Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, who else is on? Come on, help me out here. Sorry, just trying to get the pig to kind of get away from the room, just so he doesn't. Whoops. Well, I mean, you gotta appreciate it though. You gotta appreciate the love for the knife. It it really is a beautiful knife. Maybe get rid of those carbon buckhorns. No, I've looked at the buckhorn a bunch of times. I don't know. I it's not that I don't dislike it in any way. There's too many things that I'm having a hard time really focusing right now on really what I want to get. But that combat Troodon that I just got, that was a predetermined, obviously, decision. But I don't know. There's so many things I want to get right now. Koenig, yeah, Dave. I know. I D Stone. Yeah, it's Dave. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Like I said, I was out in the sun for like 3 hours today, which I haven't done in years. I'm so fucking old. Have you had any other new acquisitions there, Pete? Just curious. Yeah, the polish on this guy is amazing. I don't know if I know I have my flashlight somewhere, but just to really get a good look at it, it kind of helps to have a little more light on it, just so you don't not getting so much glare. But yeah, they initially when they sold this guy, the pictures didn't do it any justice at all. They didn't really show how bright this finish is. It's just so reflective. And then of course I've got the Mokutai clip on it, which I absolutely love that. Well, I'm sorry, Pete put the Mokutai clip on it, but I love that. It's such a gorgeous little accent to this knife. I did actually. I thought I cut myself. So stupid. But the action on this guy is ridiculous. The only knife that well, I've actually got two knives that I can do this with, but other than this one, but this is my save queen for sure. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of this guy. I really don't. I love it so much. It was something I wanted to get into the collection more than just about anything else that I have right now, other than maybe that button barber. Um, I did have that one earlier. I can't remember. Yeah, my button barber is another one that I wanted for quite some time, pretty close to the time I got into the knife community, and I got this one a Damasteel. Just very nice looking blade on that guy. I have videos of this guy on the channel, so if you want to see it in a little bit better resolution, be my guest. It'll be right there on the screen. Button barber by Berg Blades, just such a nice knife. So those are the only two that I can remember that I've just absolutely had to have. Like I would sell my children for them. Well, this one too. There's so many. If you got a buckhorn looks sweet, but access luck horse sucks, does it? But I mean, is that for? I'm not sure what kind of hands you have, Pete. Do you have big meat hooks like I do, or uh, just that Ria GTR prototype and a wee Equivac? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You talking to me? Hmm? No, you're just coming to say hi. Okay. All right. Sorry. Sometimes he's sniffing around the carpet. He's just rooting for little, whatever he can find, which usually is nothing, but he's still happy to do it. Um, Sometimes if you try to pet him while he's doing that, he'll get grumpy with you, and yeah. Okay, that's really pretty. But yeah, it's my it was my it's still my favorite. I don't know. It's going to be in the top echelon, the upper echelon of my collection, probably until the day I die. Pete does leave a bit to be desired in access and lock bar, but I love it. Action is excellent. I did see that on the reviews and everything. So a couple of knives that also have extremely excellent action are these two. The Mangana Steel Kaimano. Pete has one of these. Very nice knife. Right, he had one of those. I don't know if he still does or not. I'm going to be sending mine off here to be etched by Satude. And I'm also going to be sending him my Arcane Design Crawler to fix the tip on that one. Just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels. And then I've also got the Arcane Buran. I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but that's a front flipper and just absolute drops of action. Guillotine. Almost like it's frictionless. It's just completely so buttery smooth. Flipper or reverse flick works pretty good. Thumb flick is a little more difficult on this guy. I don't really like doing it. But as you can see, the front flipper works very, very well. Very nice knife. I like this a lot. And this is kind of like I don't know if it's the same quality as a Shirogorov. I don't think it is, but it definitely is the closest you can get in action from what I've been told and from what I can tell of the reviews that I've watched and everything. But I never have held a Shirogorov, but I can't remember who it was exactly. Might have been Tri-State. I think Tri-State said it feels very Shirogorov-y. So very cool knife, very good action, carbon fiber front scale, and titanium backside. I love me a titanium backside. And purple anodized titanium milled pocket clip. Really cool knife. I love this knife a lot. Probably keep this one in the collection for at least the next few years. Probably more than that. Same thing with the Kaimano. Where are we at? So I think I'm gonna go for another 8 to 10 minutes. The only bummer, Pete. The only bummer is that lock bar, which surprises me for a Ken Onion. What is it about the lock bar, Pete? Rainy Leopard Blades. I got a slim that's Arctic Storm. It's a badass little bruiser. I did see the slim. That's a cool little knife. I've always liked the aesthetics of it. I don't think that I'll like how small it will be in my hand. That's what she said. Pete, yes, the Kaimano is an excellent, excellent, excellent knife. Especially, I mean, this is Sharif's first offering kind of on his own. He did a bunch of designs for, I believe, Kaiser, and maybe Kubi as well. But this is his first design that he's released from his own website that he developed and the company that he developed, Mangana Steel. And this is the first knife that he released, which is the Mangana Steel Kaimano. Tanto with a harpoon, hollow ground, dual ground blade, or compound ground blade, flat ground up here, hollow ground down here. Aggressive harpoon notch, lots of jimping here on the thumb ramp. Nice opening hole. You can use the reverse flick or the thumb flick with this guy, and you can see just how buttery smooth that action is. It just kind of wants to go back into that handle. The detent on this knife is tuned absolutely perfectly. And I don't think how they could have done a better job. Nice geared milling on the backspacer there. Titanium pocket clip, and you get double everything. You get all the hardware that you need to reassemble a knife, including the pivot and the pocket clip. You don't get an extra backspacer, but you get an extra pocket clip, which is just crazy. And I love the grind. I love the profile on this knife, just how aggressive it is. It looks a little bit futuristic while still being kind of I fucking love that. It's such a great knife. I think it had an underwhelming response But I think that's only because a lot of people either don't know what they want or don't know what they're looking at. That's just my opinion, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and they all stink. Is that an arcane design, Pete? Which one is what an arcane design? I have a Ruckus Manganese collab in flamed titanium and 20 CV. It's a great knife. Can you send me some pics of that, buddy? I mean, unless you covet it that much. I mean, if you do, that's okay. I'm not gonna judge your journey there, boss. I don't think I've heard of the Kubi Ruckus. I'm gonna have to look that. I'm gonna have to look that up. You got some really good knives. Every knife you pull out is a banger. Hmm. Thank you, Rainey. I do have a few that aren't, but for the most part, it's a damn good collection. It's taken me 3 years to get here, and now I'm selling most of them off if I can, and starting fresh with about 30% of my collection that I had a couple of months ago. So I'm looking forward to that. Whoops. There we go. Okay. 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 By the way, yeah, I put my manual stitch in the wrong area of my case. Like I had it in the area of stuff that I was going to sell, which I doubt that I would have. What's the word? I doubt that I would have overlooked that, but there is always that opportunity or that chance or whatever the hell you want to say. Dick's forthcoming. Oh, Pick's forthcoming. Thanks. Got him, Dave. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, guys. I think I am going to wrap it up. Maybe get something to eat. But I will definitely be back on tomorrow for a little while. Maybe we'll sell some more knives. Yeah, absolutely, Rainey. I definitely agree. I think that is the best way. Variety is the spice of life, my friends. So, have a great night. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Uh, thank you for supporting the channel. Stay up, weirdos, and take it easy. Bye.